everyone, my name is Millie and welcome to the Performing Arts and Me. For those of you that don't know who I am, I've just finished a foundation course at Bird College and I make videos about drama school and things like that and my general life experiences. So if you're interested, please do subscribe. Now in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you where I auditioned for this year and what the results of those auditions were and what my plans are for September. Now I know a lot of people don't like watching videos about people's audition results if they've been auditioning, so if you don't want to see it, please just click off the video because I don't want to upset anyone in any way. But I'm planning to be making videos in the future this summer about my audition experiences at these places and kind of what they were like, and I'm also going to be making videos about what I'm doing in September, so I kind of need to let you know what happened with all my auditions, and I thought the fairest way to do it would be to say everywhere I auditioned and all of my results. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. But as I said, if you don't want to watch it, that's absolutely fine. Please feel free to just click off the video. Okay, so I've written a list of places that I auditioned for because I auditioned for quite a lot of places. I did 11 applications, which is a lot of applications, because all of those applications came with an audition at least. So I'm just going to kind of work my way down the list and tell you basically. I'm going to try and do it in roughly the order that I either did the auditions or I got the results. It's kind of a bit mixed up, but we're going to work with it just so you get a bit of an idea of the order that the results came in. So my first thing that I had to do was submit self-tapes for GSA. I might have already filmed some other bits, but anyway. So I applied for the GSA's musical theatre course and I didn't get an offer from them. That was a no. I didn't get a recall either. I just got a straight no. I also applied to Mountview and that was also a self-tape on the first round and that was also a no. My other self-tape that I had to do was for Italia Conti. Their first round was self-tape, but kind of before I'd got the result for that, I had two other auditions, so I'll tell you the result for that one in a minute. So my first face-to-face audition was for Emile Dale, which is in Hitchin in Hertfordshire, and they also gave me a no. I then had another audition in that same week. This was in the half-term week, which was for Trinity Laban, and that was for their musical theatre course, and they also gave me a no. I think that was about the time that I got my Italia Conti result, and I was offered a recall for the foundation course. It's not called a foundation course there, it's called a Cert HE. So it is a qualification, but it's a level 4 qualification rather than a level 6, which is a degree. So I'd applied for the degree, but I wasn't offered the degree. I was offered a recall for the foundation. And as at that point I hadn't had any degree offers, I decided that I would take the recall for the foundation because their foundation or their Cert HE you are able to get government funding for it. So that would be something that I could have been able to afford potentially. But before I did my recall, I had a couple of other auditions, more than a couple of other auditions, quite a few other auditions. So my next audition was for MPAA, which is Momentum Performing Arts Academy, which is a school in Bushey near Watford, which Bird College, which is where I was doing my foundation course, has links with. And so they came into Bird to do an audition for us. This is really complicated to explain without going out of order, but I'm trying my best. I might have got a bit out of order. So I had my Momentum audition, they came into Bird and they offered me a recall for their degree course, and I did the recall, but before I got the result for that, I think, was it before I got the result for that? It must have been before I got the result for that. I had my performers audition. Performers told me that they didn't have a place to offer me, but they would transfer my details to IC Theatre in Brighton because they thought that they might want to offer me a place, because they are all under the institute, the BIM Institute, and so they said that they send some people who they don't think are right for performers but they think might be right for IC Theatre. They refer them kind of. So I was referred to IC Theatre and I was like, what does that mean? Like, because I then got an email from IC Theatre saying that I'd been referred from performers. I was like, what does that mean? Do I have to do an audition or do I have a place? And basically I had a Zoom call with the principal there and I asked her like what this meant towards the end of the Zoom call, and she said that basically they would be able to offer me a place. So I received an offer from IC Theatre to study on their performing arts course, which I was really happy about. I hadn't had any offers up until then. Although it wasn't one I'd initially applied for, it was still a degree offer, and actually talking to the principal, it seemed like a really nice place. Um, they seemed very realistic and down to earth. I quite liked what she was talking about, and she was all up for me asking questions, and I am good at asking questions. So, yeah, I was really happy to have an offer there. Literally, either later that day or the next day, I heard back from Momentum, and they also offered me a place on their degree course for their musical theatre. I think it's called musical theatre. But yes, they offered me a place, and I was really, really happy with that as well. When I went to their recall, I really liked the school. Um, they seemed really like friendly and interested in you as a person, and quite interested in the team of people that they're going to put together, because they're a fairly small year group. It just felt quite personal. So yeah, that was my Momentum result. I then did an audition for Erdang, and I wasn't offered anything at Erdang. I then did an audition for London Studio Centre. Now, London Studio Centre I hadn't applied to at the beginning when I was doing all my applications, because basically I'd applied there the year before, but when I've been speaking to girls this year, I got the impression that you couldn't get any government funding for London Studio Centre, and their fees are quite expensive. So I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to apply there. And so I didn't apply at the beginning. However, when I then looked later down the line, because at this point, when I did the application, it was before I'd heard back from Momentum or IC Theatre, and I was like, I don't have any degree offers. I'm not sure whether I'd even heard back. I don't think I'd even got Conti's at this point. But I was like, I've only got Erdang and a couple of others left. What am I going to do if I don't get a place? So I then looked at their website, and I was like, oh, actually, you can get a partial student loan. I think maybe I got confused when I was talking to people, or maybe they were confused. But anyway, it wasn't other people's fault. I should have checked the website and actually read the information, which I hadn't done. So I then did apply for London Studio Centre, and I did the audition, and I was recalled to the afternoon, and then I got offered a place there. So I was really happy with that. So I was offered a place on their theatre dance course on the musical theatre strand. I then did my arts head audition, and I was recalled through to the afternoon stage of the audition. But following that, I didn't get offered a place, and I didn't get any further recalls. I then had my Conti foundation recall. Now, obviously, at this point, I'd already got 3 degree offers, but I was like, well, you know what, I might as well do this audition, because I might want to do another foundation year, who knows? Or if not, then it's still good experience. I've still booked it, like I might as well do it. So I did do the Conti recall for the foundation course, and I was put on the reserve list for their foundation cert HE certificate of higher education course, and then eventually I was offered a place on their foundation course. I feel like I might have done the audition before I heard back from London Studio actually. But anyway, yeah, so that was that one. And then my final audition of the year was my Bird College audition. Now, obviously, I have been at Bird for the year, and we did it in our second to last week. It was the Friday before the Friday that we finished on. And I was not offered a place at Bird following my audition on the degree course, and I wasn't offered a place on the diploma course. So, at the end of doing 11 auditions, one of which I was offered at a different school from, which was the Performers and IC Theatre one, I ended up with offers from Italia Conti on their foundation course, and Performers one became an IC Theatre offer instead, and I had the offer from Momentum and the offer from London Studio Centre. But it's important to notice that I also received effectively 7 no's on the process. Yes, I got 4 offers, and I'm really grateful for that, but I did get 7 no's. So yeah, just trying to show the whole picture rather than just highlighting the good things. If you are concerned about drama school rejection, I did make a video on advice for being rejected from drama school, so if you want to have a look at that, then that's there for you. So that is all my auditions and my results. So now the one question that is left is, what am I doing in September? I considered those offers and kind of whether I felt the school was for me or not. So out of those offers, I am very pleased to say that I have accepted my place to study at London Studio Centre on their theatre dance course on the MT Strand. So yeah, that is my current plans for September. However, when I was making up that decision on where to study, I also considered doing a degree in applied theology and performing arts at Regent's Theological College, because if you didn't know, I'm a Christian and my faith is important to me. and obviously I'm interested in performing arts, so I was like, oh, something that combines the two, maybe I should be doing that instead. But after thinking about it and praying about it and considering it and talking about it and all of these different things, I've decided that my current plan is to go to London Studio Centre, and if God wants me to go to Bible college, I've been praying that He will change circumstances so that I go to Bible college. But if that doesn't happen, then I am planning to go to London Studio Centre in September, and I've prayed that He will give me opportunities to serve Him there. So yeah, that is my news. I am currently planning to go to London Studio Centre in September. Yeah, that's kind of the climax of this video. Oh, yes, that was it. One more thing that I wanted to say. So yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm intending to make videos about my audition experiences. I'm thinking I might go like through school by school, kind of what the process was, and also talk about how to apply to drama schools, how to prepare audition monologues, how to prepare audition songs, that kind of thing. So if you're interested, please do let me know in the comments what videos you'd like to see. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like to let me know, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss all of those audition video ideas. And thank you very much for watching. Bye!